So, the instrument that I play on is a 6-string violin. So, a normal violin has these 4 strings. A viola has these 4 strings. And my violin has these 4 strings plus these 2. So I have all 6. This is an example of how something that looks bad can actually wind up being a good thing for you as long as you're staying true and staying on the path. So my violin got stolen in San Francisco. My car got broken into, and I lost my violin that my grandma had given me. And I'd had that violin for 25 years, and I had no need to be hunting around and looking and shopping for another violin. I loved that violin. It was great. But it did only have 4 strings. And so my violin got stolen, and for the first time in my life, I didn't have anything to play on. That didn't work for me at all. I have to have a violin. And so I started looking around, and I found out that there's such a thing as a 5-string violin. And I tried that and said, wow, this is great. I really like having 5 strings. And then I found out they even make a 7-string violin. And so I was really excited. I was like, well, if 5 is better than 4, then I bet 7 is better than 5. So I drove like 4 hours to this guy's house that had a 7-string electric violin. And it was too much for me. I couldn't figure out which note am I bowing, which string am I bowing, and which string am I fingering. I got all mixed up, and I said, no, this is too much for me. And so then I was wondering, well, I like 5, and 7's a little too much. I wonder what a 6-string would be like. And I thought about having one made for me and spending a few $1,000s having a really nice one made, and decided against that because I didn't really know if I would like it. So I found this on eBay. It's just an eBay special, and he was asking like $180, and I lowballed him an offer of $120. And he said yes, and he sent it to me. And I put on a new bridge, and I put on a new set of strings, and I had some luthier work done on the fingerboard and the nut. And lo and behold, at first I couldn't stand it. At first it was like, oh, this is too confusing, there's too much going on. But eventually, I really have come to love it. And for a $120 instrument, it has really served me well. I've made 2 albums with it, and I really enjoy playing it. I play 3 hours a day, three times a week, 4 times a week at the airport, and it's really enjoyable. My next violin is going to be, believe it or not, an acoustic instrument that is made by Eric Aceto of Ithaca Strings in New York. And he's one of 2 makers that I know of who make 6-string acoustic violins. And then just when he thought he had it easy, just when he thought he had mastered the 6-string violin, along comes some little guy like me and says, hey, can you put another string on? And so I asked for a 7th string. So I'm scheduled this spring to be receiving a 7-string acoustic violin. And as far as I know, I'll be the only human on planet Earth playing a 7-string acoustic violin. And that sounds fun to me. I anticipate at first it's going to be hard to get used to, and then I think it will be my destiny. It will be the instrument that I'm called to play on. what's up with the outfit? Why do I look like Jesus? That came about as a result of an ayahuasca journey I took. It was so liberating. I laughed for 6 hours the first time upon finding out the answer to my question of what is this? Why are we here? What is this whole earth thing? What are we doing here? It's just a game. We're here playing a game. There's the void, and there's this, and we used to be in the void, and that was wonderful and great. And I got to see what it was like to be in the void and just be at total peace. And then Mama Ayahuasca, so those of us who know her on a first name basis call her the Mama. And she came to me, and I expected her to be this old woman. And she wasn't an old woman at all. She was a 14-year-old girl, and she was very sprightly and very kind of cute and kind of like feisty. And she was like, come on, let's go play World. And I was like, no, I'm here in the void. I have everything I need. I am everything. Why would I want to go play World? This is such a hassle. And she's like, come on. It'll be fun. And that took about an hour of her, or it felt like an hour of her trying to pull me in to play the World game. And finally I said, all right, let's play. And so the big bang, and now we're all trying to work our way back to the one again, to be that one, which we really are, but we're currently happily living in this illusion. Happily meaning we wanted this. Might not feel happy at all times, but we did want it, we did choose it. So. During my second ayahuasca experience, I said, all right, I recognize that this is all a big game.